What if I told you that a high school student outsmarted one of the most advanced AI systems on the planet, developed by a trillion-dollar company, and walked away with a cool $2 million? This isn't a sci-fi movie plot. It's the real story of Santiago Lopez, a 19-year-old from Argentina who became a legend in the world of cybersecurity. He didn't use brute force or complex code. He used something far more clever, his own human ingenuity to exploit a flaw no one else saw coming. How did a teenager, armed with just a laptop and a curious mind, manage to trick Google's sophisticated AI? The answer is more surprising than you think, and it reveals a critical vulnerability at the heart of our increasingly AI-driven world. It all started in 2015. While most teenagers were worried about prom dates and final exams, Santiago, who went by the online alias Try2Hack, was diving deep into the digital rabbit hole of bug bounty hunting. Now, for those who don't know, bug bounty programs are like a digital Wild West. Companies like Google, Apple, and Microsoft basically put a price on the heads of their own systems flaws. They invite ethical hackers, or white hats, to find and report vulnerabilities before malicious actors can exploit them. It's a high-stakes game where the rewards can be massive. Santiago was a natural. He started small, finding minor bugs and earning a few $100s here and there. But he was learning, evolving, and setting his sights on the ultimate prize, a major payout from a tech giant. His playground was Google's Vulnerability Reward Program, one of the most prestigious and challenging programs in the world. Imagine trying to find a single typo in a library containing every book ever written. That's the scale of the challenge Santiago was facing. He spent countless hours poring over code, testing systems, and thinking like a cyber criminal. He found vulnerabilities in Gmail and Google Search, but they were just warm-ups. He was searching for the big one, the flaw that was so well hidden, so deeply embedded, that even Google's own army of engineers and advanced AI security systems had missed it. He knew it was there. He just had to find it. But what he didn't know was that his big break wouldn't come from cracking code, but from understanding how the AI thought. The breakthrough came from a place no one expected. It wasn't in Google's search algorithm or its cloud infrastructure. It was in a seemingly mundane, often overlooked corner of Google's empire, the internal corporate systems. Specifically, a feature designed for server administrators. Santiago noticed something peculiar about how this system handled requests. It used a powerful AI to manage and execute server commands, a process known as remote code execution, or RCE. An RCE vulnerability is the holy grail for a hacker. It means you can essentially make a server do whatever you want, from stealing data to shutting down the entire system. It's like having the master key to the entire digital kingdom. But Google's AI was designed to prevent exactly that. It was supposed to be a fortress. So, how do you get past an unbreachable wall? You don't go through it. You convince the guard to open the door for you. Santiago realized he couldn't beat the AI with pure logic. Instead, he had to trick it. He began crafting special, deceptively simple commands. These commands looked harmless on the surface, like a tourist asking for directions. But they were designed to exploit a logical blind spot in the AI's programming. He was essentially speaking a language the AI understood, but in a way that led it to a conclusion its creators never intended. It was a high-wire act of digital social engineering. One wrong move, and his access would be blocked, his trail discovered. He was David, and Google's AI was his Goliath. But this time, David's slingshot was an elegantly crafted line of text. He sent his first probe. The system responded. He sent another, slightly different one. The system responded again, but this time in a way that confirmed his suspicion. A tiny crack had appeared in the fortress. Excitement mixed with fear. He was on the verge of something huge, but also trespassing on some of the most heavily guarded digital real estate on Earth. Was he in over his head? Could Google's security team be watching his every move, waiting to pounce? The stakes were astronomical. If he was right, he could claim a massive reward. If he was wrong, or if he was caught looking like a malicious attacker, he could face serious consequences. He took a deep breath. and prepared to launch the final command, the one that would either expose the flaw or slam the door shut forever. The command he crafted was a masterpiece of simplicity. It wasn't a complex string of code. It was a simple request that played on the AI's own rules. Think of it like this. You tell a robot butler, "Please bring me everything that is not a teacup." The butler, following its programming perfectly, starts bringing you chairs, tables, lamps, and eventually the keys to the safe, because they are also not a teacup. Santiago's command tricked the AI into bypassing its own security protocols, giving him control. He had done it. He had found a critical RCE vulnerability. He had full control. He could have caused chaos, stolen private data, or brought down services. But Santiago wasn't a criminal. He was an ethical hacker. He meticulously documented his entire process, every command, every response, every step of his logical deduction. He compiled it all into a detailed report and submitted it to Google's Vulnerability Reward program. Then, he waited. The days that followed were nerve-wracking. Had he explained it clearly enough? Would they understand the severity? Or would they dismiss his finding? Imagine hitting send on an email that could either make you a millionaire or get you into a world of trouble. What would you do? Santiago just waited for Google's verdict. The reply from Google's security team finally landed in his inbox. They had validated his report. Not only had they validated it, but they were stunned. A 19-year-old had uncovered a vulnerability so sophisticated that it had eluded their internal teams and their multi-million-dollar automated security systems. They classified it as a critical vulnerability, the highest level of severity. For his discovery, Santiago Lopez was awarded a series of payouts that over his career would total over $2 million, making him the first bug bounty hunter in the world to reach that milestone. He wasn't just a hacker anymore. He was a legend. But the story doesn't end there. The real question is, what does this tell us about the future of AI and security? Santiago's story is a chilling and exhilarating wake-up call. We are building AI systems that are increasingly complex and autonomous. We trust them to drive our cars, manage our finances, and protect our most sensitive data. But as Santiago proved, these systems can have blind spots. They can be tricked, and the more we rely on them, the more catastrophic the consequences of a single, well-placed trick can be. This isn't just about Google. This is about every company and every government rushing to implement AI. Are we so focused on what AI can do that we're forgetting to ask how it can be deceived? It's a race between those building the AI walls and those, like Santiago, who are finding creative ways to talk their way right through them. The scary part? Santiago is a white hat. He did the right thing. But what about the thousands of black hat hackers out there, funded by criminal organizations or hostile states, who are working around the clock to find the next exploit? They won't report it for a bounty. They will use it. This incident highlights a fundamental truth. The greatest vulnerability in any AI system isn't in its code, but in the gap between its rigid logic and the infinite creativity of the human mind. The next major cyber attack might not come from a brute force assault, but from a clever question or a deceptive command that an AI simply wasn't programmed to anticipate. Are our defenses ready for that? So, what can we learn from this? For aspiring cybersecurity experts, Santiago's story is a masterclass in thinking outside the box. It proves that you don't need a PhD from MIT to make a difference. You need curiosity, persistence, and a unique perspective. For all of us living in this new age of AI, it's a powerful reminder that technology is a tool, and like any tool, it can be misused. We must demand transparency and rigorous creative testing of the AI systems that govern our lives. We need more Santiagos, more ethical hackers and creative thinkers who can challenge our systems and help us find the flaws before the bad guys do. The tale of Santiago Lopez isn't just a story about hacking. It's a glimpse into the future of security in an AI-powered world. It's a battle not of processing power, but of wits. As AI becomes more integrated into our society, the line between security and vulnerability will be drawn by human ingenuity. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribe to Truvo for more deep dives into the stories shaping our digital world. Stay curious and stay safe.